What if I told you there's a place where snow-capped mountains meet sun-soaked beaches? Where medieval fortresses guard ancient towns? And where every winding road leads to a story waiting to be told? Welcome to Georgia. A country so rich in culture, so wild in nature, and so warm in spirit. It feels like it was made for explorers. Nestled between Europe and Asia, Georgia is one of the world's best-kept secrets, a land of breathtaking contrasts. From the cobbled streets of Tbilisi's old town to the towering peaks of Kazbegi, from mystical canyons and ancient churches to Black Sea sunsets in Batumi, every corner of Georgia feels like a scene out of a movie. Borjomi, Georgia's healing waters and enchanted forests. Deep within the forested valleys of Stepantsminda, nestled between velvet green mountains and wrapped in morning mist, lies a town that's been enchanting travelers for centuries. Welcome to Borjomi, a place where nature heals, history whispers through the trees, and every breath feels like a renewal of the soul. Known across the globe for its legendary mineral water, Borjomi is much more than a spa town. It's a symbol of Georgia's connection to the earth, to wellness, and to tradition. The Borjomi springs were discovered as early as the 15th century, but it was during the 19th century, under Russian imperial rule, that Borjomi gained fame. Nobles, poets, and emperors made pilgrimages here for the water said to cure ailments and rejuvenate the spirit. The water, naturally carbonated and rich in minerals, rises warm from the depths of volcanic rock. Locals swear by its healing properties, for digestion, for energy, for longevity. And whether or not you believe in its powers, there's something undeniably soothing about drinking from a centuries-old spring while surrounded by forested silence. But Borjomi's magic doesn't stop at its springs. Venture deeper into the Borjomi-Karagauli National Park, one of the largest protected areas in Europe. Here, ancient pine forests stretch across more than 85,000 hectares, home to deer, lynx, and even brown bears. The trails range from gentle hikes to multi-day treks, with every turn revealing waterfalls, wooden bridges, and sweeping alpine views. This isn't just a park, it's a living sanctuary, a place where the air is so fresh, it feels like it's cleansing you from the inside out. You can camp under starlit skies, follow winding rivers, or just sit in absolute silence and listen to the trees speak in the wind. In the heart of the town lies Borjomi Central Park, a beautifully preserved 19th century oasis built during the Romanov dynasty. The blend of classical architecture and natural beauty makes it feel like a forgotten fairy tale. Stroll past Art Nouveau buildings, old cable cars, amusement rides, and mineral pools, all set against the backdrop of a cascading river and towering cliffs. Want something truly off the beaten path? Take the Kukushka train, a charming narrow-gauge railway that winds between Borjomi and Bakuriani. The slow ride through mountain tunnels and across rickety bridges is an experience frozen in time, one that captures the soul of Georgia's countryside. And of course, no visit to Borjomi is complete without tasting its local cuisine, hearty, home-cooked, and full of flavor. Pair a plate of kinkali or lobio with fresh-baked Georgian bread and sip your mineral water like the aristocrats once did, as a toast to nature, history, and health. Borjomi is more than a destination. It's a feeling. A slow, serene invitation to reconnect with yourself. It's a place where your body rests, your mind resets, and your spirit remembers the quiet beauty of simply being alive. Whether you come for the water, the forests, or the feeling, Borjomi will stay with you long after you've left. Kazbegi/Stepantsminda, at the edge of heaven. In the far north of Georgia, where clouds hang low and mountains scrape the sky, lies a place that feels like the very edge of the world. A village surrounded by legend, crowned by snow, and watched over by the silent power of the Caucasus. Welcome to Kazbegi, or as the locals call it, Stepantsminda. Cradled in the Kazbegi region, just shy of the Russian border, Stepantsminda is small, just a scattering of homes, winding roads, and a single church on a hill. But don't let its size fool you. This place holds the soul of Georgia's north, rugged, fierce, pure. Towering above the village like a watchful guardian is Mount Kazbek, a dormant volcano that reaches 5,047 meters into the sky. It's one of the highest peaks in the Caucasus, and in Georgian legend, it is sacred. The ancient myths say Amirani, the Georgian Prometheus, was chained to Mount Kazbek for defying the gods and bringing fire to humanity. And when the wind howls through the valleys, some say you can still hear his cries echoing between the peaks. This mountain isn't just rock and ice. It's memory. It's myth. It's a spiritual anchor for the people of this land. And just below the gaze of the great mountain, perched 2,170 meters above sea level, stands Gergeti Trinity Church, perhaps the most iconic image of Georgia. Built in the 14th century, this lonely church on a hill has become a symbol of resilience. Through invasions, occupations, and natural fury, it has remained. A place of pilgrimage, a place of prayer, a place of peace. There's no road that leads straight to it. You must hike, ride, or climb. Through wind, fog, and mountain air so pure it almost stings. And when you reach the top, the view opens like a secret revealed. The village of Stepantsminda lies below, small and silent. Rivers snake through the valleys. Hawks circle high above. And the wind carries stories older than borders, older than maps. Stepantsminda itself is humble. Wooden homes with metal roofs. Smoky bakeries serving hot khachapuri. Locals who still live by the rhythm of the land. Planting, herding, surviving. But the energy here, it's different. Time doesn't rush. The mountains demand patience. And the silence is a kind of music. In winter, the village turns white and still. In summer, wildflowers bloom in colors that seem unreal. And all year long, travelers come from every corner of the world. Not just to see Kazbegi, but to feel it. To breathe its thin, untouched air. To wake up beneath a sky stitched with stars. To stand alone on a ridge and realize how small we are. And how beautiful that can be. Here, in the shadow of Mount Kazbek, you are reminded of what matters: nature, spirit, solitude, wonder. You don't just visit Stepantsminda, you surrender to it. And it leaves something in you. A stillness, a reverence, a longing to return. This is Kazbegi, Georgia's wild cathedral, a place where earth meets sky, and stories are written in stone and snow. Tbilisi, Old Town, where the past still breathes. At the heart of Georgia, nestled between rolling hills and the twisting Metkvari River, lies a city with a soul. Not just a capital, not just a destination, but a living, breathing tapestry of time. This is Tbilisi, and at its very core, beating gently beneath the buzz of the modern world, is the old town. One glance, and you know this place is different. It's not designed, it's evolved. A chaotic harmony of Persian balconies, European courtyards, Soviet concrete, and Byzantine arches. It's east, it's west. And everything in between. Tbilisi Old Town feels like a memory you've never lived. Streets twist like vines, opening into hidden courtyards. Balconies lean out like they're eavesdropping on your journey. And every wall, every stone, has something to say. The city's name comes from the word Tbilisi, meaning warm. And that warmth isn't just in the natural hot springs that bubble beneath its surface. It's in the people, the smiles, the rhythm of everyday life. Nowhere is that warmth more literal than in Abanotubani, the ancient sulfur bath district, the very reason Tbilisi was founded. It's said that King Vakhtang Gorgasali's falcon fell into one of these steaming springs, and the land was so healing, so magical, that he decided to build a city around it. Today, these bathhouses still steam and simmer, their Persian-style domes rising like quiet sentinels, offering centuries-old wellness to the weary traveler. From the steaming ground to the sky above, Tbilisi Old Town is watched over by the Narikala fortress, an ancient stronghold that has seen kingdoms rise and fall. Climb to the top, and you'll see the city unfurl below you. Bridges arcing over the river, churches whispering prayers through their stones, and streets pulsing with life. There's Meteki Church, sitting boldly on its cliff. Sioni Cathedral, once the seat of the Georgian Orthodox Church, and Enchanted Basilica, the oldest surviving church in the city. Quiet, worn, and timeless. But Old Tbilisi is not just a museum of stone and faith. It's alive, loud, creative. Every street corner surprises you. A puppet show inside a leaning tower, a jazz band echoing through a tunnel, a street artist painting a revolution on a crumbling wall. This is a place where wine is poured like water, where hospitality is sacred, and where every meal is a celebration. Sit down for kinkali and khachapuri, and you'll find yourself staying longer than you planned, because the food feeds your stomach, but the stories feed your soul. As the sun sets, the old town glows. Lanterns flicker to life. Musicians gather on street corners, and a golden haze settles over the rooftops like a soft lullaby. It feels like something out of a dream, and maybe it is. Because here in Tbilisi Old Town, you're not just walking through a city. You're walking through centuries, through invasions, empires, revolutions, and rebirth. This place has been burned, broken, rebuilt, but it has never lost its heart. In every cracked window, every leaning balcony, every crooked alley, you'll find beauty that isn't perfect, but is perfectly real. So come, get lost in its maze, let it disorient you. Because somewhere between the history and the chaos, the prayers and the laughter, you just might find yourself. This is Tbilisi Old Town, a city that doesn't just welcome you, it wraps itself around you and never lets go. Ushguli, the last frontier of Svaneti. High in the Caucasus Mountains, beyond the reach of most roads, nestled in a valley where time seems to stand still, lies a place like no other. A place untouched by modern life. A place where the mountains are more than just a backdrop. They are the heartbeat of the land. Welcome to Ushguli, the highest inhabited village in Europe. A remote, mystical world where the past is still alive and the future feels as distant as the peaks themselves. Ushguli is not a place you simply visit. It's a journey to the very edge of the world. It's a land of swords and stone, of ancient towers and snow-swept ridges that seem to pierce the sky. Sitting at 2,200 meters above sea level, surrounded by the mighty Mount Shkara, Ushguli feels like a place suspended in time. A village that has endured centuries of invasions, isolation, and hardship. The Svan Towers, the village's iconic landmarks, are the guardians of this remote world. These medieval watchtowers, built from stone and wood, rise above the village like silent sentinels, protecting the people from both enemies and the harsh elements. Each tower tells a story of battles fought, of rival clans, of a history written in stone and blood. They were once the homes of noble families, places where warriors slept, where enemies were kept at bay, and where legends were born. But Ushguli isn't just a place frozen in time. It's still very much alive. Here, the Svan people, one of the most ancient ethnic groups in Georgia, continue to live much as they have for centuries. Farming, herding, and working in their stone homes. They speak their own language, Svan, a tongue that predates even the Georgian language itself. The Svan people are known for their resilience. In a land where winter can last half the year, and the peaks are often cloaked in ice, survival requires strength, adaptability, and unity. The work here is hard, the winters are brutal, but the sense of community is unbreakable. Every year, the people of Ushguli gather for festivals, weddings, religious celebrations, and communal events that bind them together. They have inherited a rich culture, one that reveres the mountain gods, that honors the ancient traditions of hospitality, and that celebrates the connection between the earth, the sky, and the soul. The seasons in Ushguli are like the rhythms of the earth itself, raw, untamed, and beautiful in their extremes. Winter is an endless white blanket, where the village becomes a world of silence, broken only by the sound of the wind howling through the towers. Then spring arrives, and with it comes life. Wildflowers bloom in the meadows, and the rivers, swollen with snowmelt, roar through the valley. Summer is short, but radiant, where the sun casts its golden light over the stone homes, and the people celebrate the bounty of the land. But no matter the season, the majesty of Mount Shkara, the highest peak in Georgia, a staggering 5,201 meters high, dominates the landscape. It looms over Ushguli like a silent deity, its snow-covered slopes a reminder of the power of nature. It's easy to feel insignificant here, to stand beneath these ancient towers, surrounded by towering peaks, and realize just how small we really are. But it's also a place that inspires awe. It leaves a mark on your soul, like a memory you never knew you had. Despite its isolation, Ushguli welcomes those who make the journey. The Svan people are known for their hospitality, their warmth, and their pride in their land. They will offer you food, shelter, and stories, just as they have for generations. Ushguli is not just a place. It is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, to the beauty of tradition, to the raw, untamed beauty of the Caucasus Mountains, and to the people who continue to live in the shadow of the peaks, carrying with them a history that spans millennia. It is a place that feels like the last frontier, where the world has not yet arrived and where time still moves at its own pace. Here in Ushguli, you are reminded of what it means to be truly free, to be connected to the land, the mountains, and the sky. This is Ushguli, a village at the edge of the world, a place where time stands still and the mountains speak in silence. Batumi, the jewel of the Black Sea. On the coast of the Black Sea, where the waves kiss the shore and the mountains rise dramatically behind, lies a city that is both ancient and modern, a place where nature, culture, and innovation come together in perfect harmony. Welcome to Batumi, the jewel of Ajara. Batumi is a city that feels alive, where every street, every corner tells a story of its rich history and vibrant future. Located on the Black Sea coast, Batumi is not just a city, it's a journey through time. From ancient ruins to contemporary wonders, Batumi encapsulates the very essence of Georgia's cultural diversity. With its unique blend of old-world charm and modernity, Batumi is a city of contrasts, where classical architecture meets futuristic skyscrapers, and where lush gardens border stylish boulevards. Strolling down the Batumi Boulevard, You'll be enchanted by the vibrant mix of greenery and the soothing sound of the sea. The boulevard stretches for kilometers along the coastline, offering stunning views of both the Black Sea and the Caucasus Mountains. It's a perfect place to feel the breeze on your skin, soak in the beauty, and maybe stop for a coffee at one of the many seaside cafes. Batumi is also known for its beautiful beaches. The soft, pebbled shores are a favorite for locals and tourists alike. In summer, the city comes alive with visitors from all around the world, flocking to the beach to bask in the sun, swim in the refreshing Black Sea, or take part in water sports. But Batumi's beauty isn't just found along the coast. Venture just a little inland, and you'll be surrounded by nature's majesty. The green hills that frame the city provide a dramatic backdrop, and a quick drive up to the Gonio fortress opens up a breathtaking view over the city and the sea. The Gonio fortress, dating back to the Roman period, is a remarkable example of Batumi's historical significance. Its ruins tell the story of thousands of years of Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman presence in the region. As you explore its stone walls, you can almost hear the echoes of centuries past, a reminder that Batumi has been a crossroads of cultures for millennia. Batumi's botanical garden, one of the largest in the former Soviet Union, is another natural gem that you cannot miss. With over 5,000 species of plants from all over the world, the garden is a paradise for nature lovers. Whether you're walking through its lush green trails or enjoying the panoramic views of the sea below, the botanical garden feels like a hidden world within the city, peaceful, serene, and utterly captivating. But Batumi is not just about its historic treasures and natural beauty. This is a city that embraces the future with open arms, and nowhere is this more evident than in its incredible modern architecture. Batumi Boulevard is home to the Alphabet Tower, a striking structure that twists like a DNA helix and symbolizes Georgia's rich literary heritage. Not far from here, the Georgia Tower rises high into the sky, an iconic modern skyscraper that lights up the skyline at night with a mesmerizing display. As the sun sets, Batumi transforms once again. The city's vibrant nightlife comes to life, with bars, restaurants, and clubs offering something for everyone. The city is alive with energy, offering a perfect mix of relaxed evenings and exciting nights out. Whether you're enjoying fresh seafood by the sea or dancing to the rhythms of the night, Batumi has an energy that's contagious. And let's not forget the cultural experiences that await in Batumi. The Batumi Piazza, with its charming Italian-style architecture, is the heart of the city's cultural life. Here, you can enjoy live music, performances, and art exhibitions, or simply sit back and watch the world go by. Batumi is a city of contrasts, where the timeless beauty of nature meets the cutting edge of modern design, where ancient history and 21st century innovation coexist in perfect harmony. Whether you're visiting for the beaches, the botanical gardens, or the futuristic skyline, Batumi offers a unique experience for every traveler. It's a place where the past and the future meet, and where the spirit of the Black Sea surrounds you, making it a destination you won't forget. This is Batumi, the Pearl of Ajara, a city where every corner holds a new discovery, and where the rhythm of the sea will always call you back. Narikala Fortress, the heart of Tbilisi. Perched high above the city of Tbilisi, on a rugged hill overlooking the winding Metkvari River, stands a monument to centuries of history and resilience. The Narikala Fortress. For centuries, this fortress has watched over the heart of Georgia's capital, standing as a silent witness to the city's turbulent past, its triumphs, and its struggles. Today, Narikala is not just a fortress. It's a symbol of Tbilisi itself. The fortress dates back to the 4th century and has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the march of invaders, and the enduring spirit of a people who have called this land home for millennia. Narikala is more than just stones and battlements. It's a living testament to Georgia's rich cultural and historical heritage. Originally built by the Persians as a military stronghold, Narikala has changed hands numerous times over the centuries, from the Arabs to the Ottomans, and each of these empires left their mark on the fortress. The ancient walls are a patchwork of different architectural styles, a mosaic of the many cultures that have shaped the region. Despite suffering significant damage over the centuries, including an attack by Russian forces in the 18th century, the fortress remains an enduring symbol of Tbilisi's strength and resilience. Today, it is one of the city's most iconic landmarks, attracting thousands of visitors from around the world each year. Standing at the top of Narikala, the views are nothing short of spectacular. From here, you can see the entire city of Tbilisi spread out before you, with the Mitkvari River cutting through the heart of the city, and the distant peaks of the Caucasus Mountains framing the skyline. It's a view that captures the soul of the city, ancient and modern, peaceful and vibrant. As you wander through the fortress, you'll pass by its ancient stone walls, which once held watch over the city. You'll discover hidden corners and find yourself transported back in time, imagining the soldiers who once stood guard here, defending the city against invading forces. The inner courtyard of Narikala Fortress is a place of tranquility, where you can pause and reflect on the history that has unfolded in this very spot. The remnants of the fortress's old church, once dedicated to St. Nicholas, still stand, offering a glimpse into the spiritual history of the region. It's a peaceful place to absorb the energy of the fortress, where the past seems to whisper through the stones. If you're feeling adventurous, there's also a unique way to reach the top: the Tbilisi cable car. The cable car ride offers a thrilling experience as you glide above the city, taking in panoramic views of Tbilisi and the Narikala fortress below. It's a modern contrast to the ancient stones of the fortress, offering a glimpse into how the city has evolved over the centuries. As the sun sets, Narikala Fortress takes on a new life. The walls glow in the fading light, and the city below becomes a sea of twinkling lights. It's the perfect time to capture the beauty of Tbilisi, with the fortress standing proudly over the city, a timeless guardian of the past. Narikala Fortress is a place that invites you to pause, to reflect, and to appreciate the layers of history that have shaped this incredible city. Martvili Canyon, a hidden paradise in Georgia. Deep in the same Grelo region of Georgia lies a breathtaking natural wonder, often overlooked by many, but once discovered, it's impossible to forget. Welcome to the enchanting Martvili Canyon, a place where nature's beauty is on full display, a place that feels like it's straight out of a dream. Martvili Canyon, located in the heart of the western Georgian landscape, is a haven for adventurers and nature lovers alike. This stunning gorge stretches for miles, carved by the mighty Abasha River over thousands of years, creating a labyrinth of water-carved rock formations, waterfalls, and lush vegetation. It's a place that feels both timeless and magical, where nature's forces have sculpted the land into something truly remarkable. One of the most striking features of Martvili Canyon is its crystal-clear waters, flowing smoothly over smooth, slick rocks, creating an almost ethereal atmosphere. The Abasha River winds through the canyon, its waters so clear you can see the stones at the bottom, adding to the pristine beauty of this natural wonder. It's the kind of place that feels untouched, as though it's been preserved in a perfect state for centuries. For a truly unique experience, you can explore the canyon by boat, gliding along the gentle currents of the river as you take in the beauty of your surroundings. The boat tours allow visitors to access parts of the canyon that would otherwise be unreachable on foot. As you float along the winding waterway, you'll pass by towering cliffs, lush greenery, and dramatic waterfalls, all while being enveloped in the tranquility that the canyon provides. It's an experience that feels like you've stepped into another world, a world where nature reigns supreme. And the waterfalls. Oh, the waterfalls. Martvili Canyon is home to some of the most mesmerizing waterfalls in Georgia. The most famous is the Martvili waterfall, where the water cascades down into a deep pool, creating a mist that dances in the sunlight. It's a scene that captures the power and beauty of nature, and standing before it, you'll feel a sense of awe, as though you've been transported to a place of pure magic. Surrounding the river and waterfalls is an enchanting landscape with thick forests of oak, beech, and hornbeam trees that create a lush canopy, offering shade and shelter to a variety of wildlife. The canyon's sides are covered with vibrant green moss, and the air is filled with the scent of fresh vegetation, making it an ideal place for a peaceful stroll through nature. For those who prefer to keep their feet on solid ground, there are hiking paths that meander through the canyon, providing incredible views from different angles. The well-maintained trails lead to several scenic viewpoints, where you can stop to take in the vast beauty of Martvili Canyon and marvel at the landscape that seems to stretch on forever. Whether it's the tranquility of the boat tour, the sight of waterfalls cascading over the rocks, or the peaceful walks through the surrounding forest, Martvili Canyon offers something for everyone. It's a place that feels serene, untouched by the hustle and bustle of the modern world, allowing visitors to reconnect with nature and find peace in its beauty. What makes Martvili Canyon even more magical is its seclusion. Unlike other more tourist-heavy destinations, this hidden gem feels like it's waiting to be discovered, offering an escape into a world that feels both ancient and eternal. The canyon is not only a haven for adventurers, but also for anyone seeking a quiet retreat, a place to rest the mind and soul. The beauty of Martvili Canyon doesn't just lie in its physical landscape, but in the way it evokes a sense of wonder and tranquility. As you stand on the edge of the canyon, gazing out at the winding river and the lush green forest, it's hard not to feel a deep connection to the earth and its natural rhythms. The silence here is profound, broken only by the sound of water flowing gently through the canyon and the occasional bird call in the distance. Martvili Canyon is a testament to the raw power of nature and a reminder of how untouched beauty can still be found in the world. Whether you're looking for adventure, a tranquil escape, or simply a place to reflect, Martvili Canyon is a destination that promises to captivate and inspire. This is Martvili Canyon, a true hidden treasure of Georgia, where nature's wonders come alive, and where every turn brings you closer to the heart of the wild. Rabati Castle, the timeless fortress of Akhaltsikhe. Tucked away in Georgia's enchanting southern region of Samtskhe-Javakheti, the city of Akhaltsikhe holds a timeless treasure, one that has watched centuries unfold from the top of its ancient hill. Welcome to Rabati Castle, a fortress, a crossroads, a living chronicle of civilizations. Dating back to the 9th century, Rabati Castle has seen empires rise and fall. It stood through Georgian royalty, Ottoman rule, Persian influence, and Russian expansion, and it absorbed them all. But it didn't just survive. It evolved. As you pass through its sturdy gates, you're not just entering a fortress. You're stepping into a living mosaic of cultures, faiths, and architectural styles that somehow, incredibly, blend in perfect harmony. Here, the Church of the Assumption stands proud, a reflection of Georgian Orthodoxy's deep spiritual roots. Its frescoes glow softly under centuries of devotion, as if time itself has paused in reverence. Right beside it, a minaret pierces the sky, marking the presence of a once thriving Ottoman Islamic culture. Imagine it. The echoes of the call to prayer, rising with the morning mist, intertwining with the sound of church bells. And then, there's the Turkish bathhouse, silent now, but once a place of gathering, healing, and whispered conversations. A reminder that even fortresses were places of life, not just war. The architectural blend is mesmerizing, Georgian towers, Ottoman domes, Persian arches, Russian-style halls, all unified in a way that feels almost cinematic. Each building, every wall, carries the fingerprints of a different era, a different ruler, a different story. Rabati was more than a military stronghold. It was a cultural hub, a beacon of coexistence where religions didn't just live side by side. They respected and reflected one another. But this harmony came at a cost. Throughout history, the fortress was under siege, sometimes by enemies, other times by time itself. And yet, like Georgia itself, it endured. In the early 21st century, a massive restoration breathed new life into the castle, not to erase its scars, but to preserve them. Today, Rabati is part museum, part monument, and part open-air stage where history performs daily. Inside, you'll find exhibits of medieval weaponry, ancient manuscripts, and artifacts that bring centuries of life into sharp focus. Wander through the stone corridors, climb to the watchtowers, gaze across the town below, and you'll feel it. The pulse of something far older than tourism. You're walking where kings once strategized, where poets may have wandered, where generations have passed beneath the same skies. It's hard not to be moved by it, because Rabati Castle isn't just a relic. It's a mirror, reflecting the strength, complexity, and resilience of the Georgian spirit. When you visit Georgia, you might be drawn to the majestic mountains of Kazbegi, the vibrant life of Tbilisi, or the surreal canyons of Martvili. But here, in the heart of Akhaltsikhe, is something quieter, and somehow even more powerful. A place that doesn't just show you Georgia's past, it helps you feel it. So when you stand atop Rabati Castle, with the wind in your face and the weight of 1,000 years behind you, you'll understand why this fortress is more than stone and history. It's a symbol of survival, of harmony, of Georgia itself. And there you have it, the wonders of Georgia, a land where history, culture, and natural beauty come together in perfect harmony. From the towering peaks of the Caucasus Mountains to the ancient fortresses like Rabati Castle, each place is a testament to the timeless charm and resilience of this extraordinary country. Whether you're a history buff, nature lover, or just looking to experience something new, Georgia truly offers something for everyone. So, what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, explore Georgia, and discover why this hidden gem should be on every traveler's bucket list. Trust me, once you step foot in this incredible country, it'll leave a mark on your heart forever. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the wonders of Georgia. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an adventure. Let me know in the comments which of these wonders you'd love to visit, and share your experiences if you've already been. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next one.